You have criticized that the FBI has not been forthcoming enough to your liking. How so?
Okay, number one, Director Comey will not appear before the Judiciary Committee. He's not a witness. We have 4 people who are going to talk about what Russia does all over the world to interfere with democracies, the tools in their toolbox. We wrote a letter, Senator Whitehouse and myself, the Democrat, I'm the Republican, wanting to know if there's any evidence of a warrant ever being issued against the Trump campaign. He hasn't answered that letter. He hasn't confirmed if there's a criminal investigation of the Trump campaign. He needs to answer the letter and give the nation some information about what's going on here.
3 things. One, I thought he was coming today before the Judiciary Committee to say whether or not he's investigating ties between Russia and the Trump administration. That's not true?
No, there's some misunderstanding here. 2 weeks ago, we met with Director Comey, Senator Whitehouse, and myself, and I told him by the 15th of March I'd like to know if there's a criminal investigation because I'm about to launch a congressional investigation of Russia. I don't want to interfere with your investigation. I think it's very important that Congress know whether or not there's a criminal investigation so that what we're doing doesn't interfere with what Comey may be doing. And if there's not a criminal investigation of the Trump ties to Russia, then I think the country needs to know it, Congress needs to know it, and he has never promised to answer that question. But Chairman Grassley said something very important yesterday, that he'd be willing to block the Deputy Attorney General's nomination until Director Comey gave us the information we have sought regarding warrants and investigations.
So he could so nothing could happen today in terms of the FBI. He may decide not to come forward. You're saying he's not on the plan, and he hasn't answered your letter.
Right. So what we would do next is subpoena the information. I like Director Comey. He's in a bad spot here. You got the current president accusing the former president of basically having his campaign surveilled. The way you would do that is get a warrant either through the FISA court or a criminal court. I want to get to the bottom of it. The FBI would know if there's a warrant was ever issued. They would know if a warrant was applied for. I want to answer that question. And if they do not provide the answer to that letter that we wrote in a bipartisan fashion, there will be a bipartisan subpoena following the FBI. The bottom line is people have asked the president to deliver any information you have, the Trump people, about what may have occurred. They've given us nothing. I've seen no evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. I've seen no evidence of a wiretap being requested by the Department of Justice, a warrant. But the longer it takes to answer my letter, the more concerned and suspicious I'm beginning to be.